What's going on, everyone? This is going to be the first episode of a series that I am calling After School Tea Time. That's a reference somewhere. I hope you get it. It's going to be a short series that I do while I am making my much bigger videos. You know, my much bigger videos take a little bit of time, but I also still have things I like to talk about when it comes to gaming. It's going to be similar to Nihongo Gamers while I'm making coffee. I call this one After School Tea Time because I don't like coffee. Not really a big coffee drinker, but I do like tea, and I do have a cup of tea right here, so, you know, that goes for something. Today's tea is a strawberry hibiscus tea. That is what I'm drinking today on this episode. Also, for future videos, I am going to just be faceless. You're still gonna get green screen cameo appearances of me, but you're just gonna get a very neck down version of me. It won't exactly change the videos going forward. Today's topic is going to be about how people just don't seem to enjoy video games anymore. And I seen it a lot on Twitter especially. I know Twitter isn't exactly the best place to kind of like get your news, but I like social media because I like interacting with other people. I'm also a person where I dictate and curate what I like to see. If I see something that I don't like, I either mute or block. I don't know. Maybe you do social media differently than me, but if I don't like something, I'm just gonna block it and move on about my day. However, sometimes, you know, a couple of things slip through the cracks, and recently I have just seen a lot of people call every single video game either slop, or if you like the slop, you're overhyping it. I don't understand where it's all coming from. It seems that the internet has just made it seem like liking anything is just a bad thing. You can't be passionate, you can't like anything, you can't be hopeful. The thing you like needs to be a masterpiece, or otherwise it's just trash. I use this channel a lot to talk about games that I like, and if you notice, I explicitly use words like I a lot and me, because it's really difficult to kind of sell someone on something that you like, especially if they didn't even have good impressions going into it in the first place. Imagine it like this. You like apples and you have a friend that has never eaten an apple in their life. And your friend who is curious is like, is an apple good? And you're just like, yeah, this apple is good. And they see everyone else around them liking apples, so to them they're just like, oh well, you're just eating slop. Mind you, they have never eaten an apple before. They don't know what it tastes like, and they're calling it slop. That is the best analogy I can give for the way some people talk about video games these days. And there are a ton of video games out there, and I want to use my channel to help people discover that there is just a lot more. Whether those video games be indie titles or AAA titles, I just want people to understand that there are video games out there to play. You know, hopefully I can use this channel to make it so that people play more things, discover new video games, discover new studios, etc. I also hate the term slop because it's just an overused word. And anyone will use this word to describe any game that they either don't like or they think is, you know, too overhyped. New 4-player co-op game comes out, it's just friend slop. New hard Dark Souls-like game comes out, it's just Dark Souls slop. New roguelike comes out, roguelike slop. Like, I don't get it. Everything has to be slop to these people. You can't just like something. And it's always mind-boggling to me because you don't always have to play something new. It seems like video games to these people is like a chore, and they need jingling keys and battle passes and microtransactions to, you know, retain their attention to said video game. A website I have been using recently is called Backlog. If you know that website Letterboxd, it's pretty much the same thing. You know, Letterboxd is where, you know, you review movies, write little reviews on them, give a little star rating, and just, you know, share them with people. Backlog is the same thing, but that is just for video games. And I've been using it to keep track of video games that I have played or video games that I am going to play. And it's done wonders. I kid you not. It has done a lot to make me realize that there are actually so many video games out there to play. Some stuff that has been out for years that I just haven't even touched. Would you believe me if I said that I have Half-Life 2 and I have never played that game, even though that game is regarded as probably one of the best video games that has ever come out in years. And clearing a backlog doesn't always have to be like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Like there's no pressure, all right? You're not playing a video game to race to see who can finish it. You are playing a video game to discover, hey, I like this video game. I bought this video game, I might like it. And trust me, I have a ton of video games. Anytime a Steam sale goes live, I'm purchasing a new game. Steam sales are just like fantastic too, because ever since I started wishlisting a lot of video games these days, I've noticed that a lot more video games are going on sale. And I'm not sure if that's because Steam knows I'm wishlisting these games, but recently I've wishlisted a lot of games and I've noticed that a lot of games go on sale. So you can also do that too. The point being, especially with this episode, is that I want people to go back to being passionate about the video games that they like. And I don't want them to care whether or not the internet thinks it's bad or it's good. Just if you like it, you should just play that video game and not care what anyone else thinks. Do you like gacha games? Just play gacha games. Who cares if people are like, oh, I don't want to play gambling, or gacha games are just blah, 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 blah. Who cares, bruh? If you like the gacha game for the gameplay, for the waifu collecting, you just do you. Who cares what these other people are thinking? Do you like those friend slot games? Just enjoy them. Do you like hard games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring? Just enjoy them. Do you like roguelikes, JRPGs, platformers? Whatever you like, please just enjoy that game and don't care about what anyone else has to say. And if anything, I want more people to just try a video game first before they just write it off as something that they don't like. And if you don't want to try the video game and you already know that you're not gonna play it, then just quietly not like the game. The thing that always kills me is when people have such a strong opinion about a video game and they've never played it. And this happens all the time. I don't understand it. How do you have such strong opinions about this video game, yet you've never touched it? You've never booted it up. You bought it, played it for maybe an hour, and was just like, yeah, this game sucks. Like, come on, brother. You haven't. It's like, I never understood how anyone could just talk about not liking something and getting others to not like it, and then it turns out that person has never played that game, period. Again, it happens all the time, and I want that to stop happening. Whenever I do see that though, I just ignore it because it's not my opinion and I like the game. It happens all the time in the gaming sphere. The culture has shifted to the point where, again, everything needs to be a masterpiece. Nothing can be trash, nothing can be early access, nothing can be this or that. It has to be a masterpiece, or it's just slop. That's all I have for my rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's gonna be more after school tea time. My rambling, especially for this episode, does sound like a lot of complaining, and low-key it just might be that. But regardless, I still hope you enjoyed. Anyway, there's gonna be a new video dropping soon, especially once this one drops. I put a little hint in this video. Hopefully you guys take a guess at what's the next little game I'm gonna talk about, because I've been really into it lately. So yeah, anyway, that's all I got. Peace.